Let's look at the educational sector. I know mentioning education, you will just be laughing, remembering what the efforts, the giant stride that your administration did in trying to bring about our young people getting into education, especially in the northern parts of the country.
There is no government that had liberalized the educational sector and landscape like also the PDP. We sat down as government to say there has been a lot of educational imbalance. What do? You must correct that imbalance. We sat down again and say there was inequality in accessibility to education. Some people have gone very far, while others have been left behind. And then we've seen also that there was a structure of what was called the catchment area, because certain states do not have tertiary institutions. And so students or youths from that state will now have to be attached to other universities in other states with attendant problems and complications. And so what did PDP do? We said, okay, we will ensure that one federal university is established in every state in Nigeria. And we did it. And most of these universities that were created have started graduating students. In one fell swoop, President Jonathan created 14 federal universities, which is unprecedented. Not only that, the police academy in Wudil was created. Today, police cadets go there, come out as officers and as graduates. And we said, okay, before we even go to that level, there's a lot of problems in the northern part of the country with the Almajiri system of education. Because some people in the north still believe that their children must first go and do Islamic education before they begin to enroll in Western education schools. And so in that situation, now a lot of years are lost, because by the time you now finish your Islamic education and come back to start your Western education, you will have lost a lot of years. PDP government came up with Almajiri schools. We created primary schools in all those areas where Almajiri schools existed, so that side by side, you will now pursue Islamic education alongside with Western education. We didn't wait for them to come to Western education. We took Western education to go there and then created a platform where the two could cohabit together without infringing on the sensibilities of the people. We then said, okay, we also have a problem with the children of herdsmen who migrate from one place to another in the course of herding their cattle. We said, okay, what do? You start primary 1 here, or you do first term or second term of class 2 in the primary school here, and then you now move. What happens? So we also started the schools for them. And this had also added significantly in ensuring that there is better education for the nomads, nomadic education. And that has been entrenched. Between Almajiri schools and nomadic education schools, we've been able to build over 2,000 schools in the northern part of this country and some areas in the southeast and southwest. But I tell you, these schools are non-existent now. 90% of them are non-functional, because APC-led federal government cannot maintain them, cannot service them. Now, look at also the opportunities that were provided through TET funding, through establishment of UBEC, and several other agencies that were adding value in that sector, in the educational sector, in such a way and manner as to ensure that there was building of critical infrastructure in our schools and institutions. Today, walk into any higher institution of learning, be it polytechnic, be it a university, be it a college of education, you will see projects, they will say TED fund, TED fund, TED fund. We started them. We did this. So, as far as education is concerned also, we can beat our chest, PDP. They say for the 16 years we've been in government, that sector have done well. Go back even into the budgets. The successive budgets of the PDP government from 1999 to 2015, you could see what provisioning we've made for education. Compare it with what this government is now providing for education. From there, you can even see the difference. So for us, I will not get tired of saying in PDP, our achievements had spoken for us and will continue to speak for us in virtually